This unsettling footage was captured by a homeowner's Ring camera one night in August 2023 in what is normally a quiet neighborhood in Bowling Green, Ohio. The video shows a masked man ringing the doorbell and then appearing to run away. But a closer look reveals he never actually left. Instead, he stood motionless in the middle of the street, staring directly at the house. Inside, the homeowner, who had been woken by the sound of the doorbell, headed downstairs. When he saw the masked figure silently watching him from the street, he immediately called the police. The next day, Bowling Green police shared the footage on Facebook, asking the public to help identify the intruder. Many residents quickly responded, reporting similar encounters in the days before the video was posted. Despite the attention, the man was never identified, and his intentions remain a disturbing mystery. In April 2021, Shia Bryant and her husband were at home in North Carolina when their 3-year-old son stepped outside to walk the family dog. Almost immediately, their Ring camera recorded a suspicious silver BMW pulling up in front of the house. A strange man exited the vehicle and approached the boy without introducing himself.
Honey, you live here already, somewhere?
Huh?
Oh, you live here already?
Asking if he lived in the neighborhood. According to Shia, she and her husband had repeatedly taught their son about stranger danger. But in this moment, fear seemed to paralyze him. What made the encounter even more unsettling was how quickly the man got out of the car to speak to the boy, suggesting he may have been prowling the area, waiting for someone to come outside, or possibly targeting the family specifically. Fortunately, the boy's father stepped in before anything could happen.
What you got to ask my son?
Oh, I was wondering about the airplane noise.
Talking to my son and he ain't got no adult out here. That's kind of creepy.
When confronted, the man hastily claimed he wanted to ask about airplane noise in the area, a flimsy excuse that made little sense, especially considering he was sitting in a random neighborhood and immediately approached a young teenager. The father clearly didn't buy his story. Shia later admitted she was left deeply uneasy, especially since it was never determined what the man's true intentions were. The stranger drove off shortly afterward and was never seen again. In September 2018, a man named Jeff Null uploaded a disturbing video to his channel titled, "Man Trying to Enter My Home in the Middle of the Night." The footage shows a strange man approaching the front door and appearing to search for a way inside. At first, the situation might seem harmless until the man begins pulling on the doorknob and muttering to himself. While a few of his words are somewhat understandable, most of what he says is incoherent. Before he can make any further attempt to get in, the homeowner calls out from a window and warns that the police will be called. The man then offers an almost laughable excuse.
Okay, I was just looking for my dog, Fido. Whoa. You don't have to get all like that and stuff, honey. You know, we could be friends.
Claiming he was just looking for his dog, Foe. He even suggests that he and the homeowner could be friends before wandering off into the night. He was never seen again, and his true intentions, had he managed to enter the home, remain unknown. In August 2019, a security camera inside a home in Troy, Michigan, captured unsettling footage of a man slowly walking up the stairs and glancing around as if unfamiliar with the layout. That's because he wasn't supposed to be there. He had broken in. Although the next moments weren't caught on camera, the homeowner later reported waking up to find the man standing over her bed. She screamed, startling him enough to flee the house. Despite the footage, police had no leads on his identity or how he gained entry. 2 months later, in October, the same man appeared on another security camera, this time at a home in Rochester Hills, Michigan. In that clip, he can be seen climbing onto a hot tub and peering through a window before casually walking away. The incident was reported, but again, the man managed to avoid capture. Then, in January 2020, he struck again, this time in Bloomfield Township. He was spotted peering through a kitchen window and hiding behind a tree. The homeowner received an alert from his security system, and although the initial approach wasn't recorded, footage later showed the man walking along the side of the house. Even then, he slipped away before police arrived. Finally, in February 2020, authorities caught a break. An officer spotted the same man running from a residential yard in Bloomfield Township, not far from the previous incident. This time, he was arrested, issued a citation and a restraining order, and ordered to wear a GPS tether until his court date. The suspect was identified as 27-year-old Donovan Johnson, a bankruptcy attorney. After being jailed and later released on bond, no further public updates on his case were provided. But if convicted, it's likely he is still serving time. This chilling footage was captured in April 2023 in Connecticut at around 9:30 a.m. A man wearing an orange vest and holding a package was recorded approaching the front door of a home. At first glance, he appeared to be making a delivery, but the situation quickly took a disturbing turn. To seem more convincing, the man pretended to read an address off the package as the homeowner approached. In reality, he wasn't there to drop anything off.
I don't know if this is for you.
When the homeowner opened the door, the suspect handed him the package in an attempt to create confusion. Then, without warning, he pulled out a weapon and tried to force the homeowner back inside. Fortunately, the homeowner reacted quickly, shoving the man away before retreating into the safety of his home.